can't think of. You've told me so much, but I don't know. Um, no, I can't think of anything special at least. Yeah, you and I definitely discussed that last night. Uh, mhm, mhm, mhm. Say not many people would. There is no argument. That's all. It put you in the thinking. But I know exactly what you talked about. That happens a lot. And we all, well, we're just talking about, man, it's not like y'all yelling. It's passionate, very passionate. Scripture. Oh, that is not good, yes. Especially in our Gran not like you as well, or she was part of that decision? You don't like the guy or girl, whoever? Okay. Yes. That's great. Yeah, because they're not made of glass. They're just the outside. Okay. You are family, but you still do that outside looking. Well, shit, if I had to get over that girl, I'd feel better. Like this, that's do you? Okay, I was going to ask you, so do you think in your heart we should lead this way or blocking this path before the house? already to walk out of a shitty relationship. So, not just about health, that's give her letters right up top. It's like, all right, well, you gotta pay her this much, and she'll be up. I can't imagine she's gonna say this well, whoa. I mean, that's kind of smart on Dion's part, though. Kind of smart. Mm-hmm. Right. You ain't gonna use me to come up, then get out. Trying to figure out how to get her out. Figure out how to get her out. Yeah, I agree. Mhm. It just sucks that her history now of her relationships have been pretty serious endings for her. You know what I'm saying? Like a very high emotional endings and shit that she's gone through. It's not just, hey, I'm sick of you. Okay, I'm sick of you too. Fine. See you later. You know, and the whole Dustin thing. You know, like you said, he found her and she was broken. You know, and then she here. I mean, I didn't think he was the one either. I ain't never met the man, but I didn't think he was the one. But I was like, she looks happy because they're traveling. They were in his RV always, or on his bike doing a trip. You know, I'm like this. I knew she wanted that, so I was like, well, at least she looks happy, and that's all I care about. I don't care if I like you do or not. You know, it's like with Amelia. I don't know. If, as long as she's happy, I'm fine with it. With whoever she's with, you know. But that's why I feel bad that she's gone through one serious relationship with a shitty ending, and the ending could be a year, you know, a year's worth of ending, you know, and like this is going to be, it could be a year, 6 months, 8 months of worth of shittiness, you know. So I don't know. Feel bad for her. You're still always gonna be a little cautious though, you know. Hmm. Yep. God, that was so smart. However, it sounds like drill. Yeah. Stay your ass in. Right. Wow. Oh, wow. See, that's a shitty answer. That's a cold answer to me. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Right. So I'm saying, like, there's ways of saying that. If that's truly how you felt. There's ways of saying that that's a nicer, colder, or a gentler, warmer way. You know, with some more soul to it versus purpose. Oh, uh-huh. Well, you and I, I think, are on the same boat. I hope for the best, but I'm with you. I just want her to get out of this. Yeah, I think so too. Hmm. Which happens. Which happens a lot. And that's why I think she should have slowed down as far as these major decisions. So you can see those red flags. Because a lot of those red flags don't show themselves until you're in the relationship and your honeymoon glasses come on. You know, the honeymoon face glasses are worn off. You start to see the real person. Because anybody can hide a fake person or a persona for a good amount of time, a year. Like, if you weren't doing this before, what the fuck? You traded. Put on that Messiah, bro. We gonna be traveling out. Car dealership. I got some money. Got this badass RV. I got this nice ass car. We gonna be traveling all the time, baby. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Well, I don't like this, so she should go ahead and get rid of it. Go ahead, do what she got to do. Got that long ass process. Try to make it short however you can. Hell yeah. Time and energy. She take your ass out to Red Lobster. Get you that damn unlimited shrimp. Like, hey, Cindy, you had my back, bro. Please enjoy some unlimited shrimp lobster baked rolls. What is it they call them? Butter cheddar bay biscuits. Shit, that could go straight down. Now that bullshit. Well, screwing another loser with all this bullshit. Oh no. You talked to Al lately? Well, the Wolves game is on, I think, 7:30. Double check. We're going to be watching the game. But it's either 7:30 or 8:30. It's one of those. Going to playoffs. Playoffs. Yeah. Did he tell you that I got him out to Sammy answer his birthday party? Oh, they're going to be open. Okay. Wasn't that special, but it was fun to get out. Feel about it. Yep. Yep. The karaoke system is nice. Did he tell you how that was set up? Because obviously you probably didn't. You didn't think about it, but you know, you go to karaoke, everyone's got to find the book, and you get to write your name down, and you give the name to the host, and you know what I'm saying. That's usually how karaoke goes. But this one, there's a QR screen on like one of the screens where you sing the words, and so you QR it. It takes you to her site or her setup, and then you pick your song on your phone and you put your name in the queue, and then it shows up on the TV the top three who's next. So next singer, next singer, next singer. And she doesn't have to do no paperwork and all this stuff and who's next and this stuff. I was like, that's a nice little system. Then Dustin showed me that once you pick your song, you can look through the lyrics. It has the lyrics, so you can practice that, until you're up. If there's just something you don't quite know or something, I'm like, man, that's a cool little karaoke system she's got. I've seen that before. If I ever got that's what I thought about that before. That's what I would they could carry all the books around and shit. What a mess. And this girl, my friend that I was taking home when you called me, so she was at Cowboy Jack's last night in Bloomington. And I'm at home. She went out with her homegirls and her friend. So I'm at home. It's like 12:30, 1 o'clock. She's like, hey. She's wasted. She's drunk. She's like, you feel good my friend left. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, ugh. She lives in Maple Grove, which is still, it's 20 minutes from here, like the place. It wasn't like it was right up the street. But I'm that friend that if you call me, you drunk, you can't drive, I'm going to get you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Get dressed and get down there about like 1:44. She stumbles out, walks to my car. She's like, hold on, let me go put my purse in my car. I look, I'm like, your car's here? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. And then she's like, turns out her friend ended up getting a hotel room with her boyfriend. And so her friend was like, you can come stay at the hotel room with me and my boyfriend. And it was just right next door. And she's like, I don't want to go stay there. And I'm like, how the fuck you gonna get your car back in the morning? She's like, oh, I'll get her Uber. Like, uh-huh. So come back to the crib and spends the night, all that good stuff. And then here comes today. It's this morning. We watch TV and I'm like, how are you gonna get to your car? She's like, and I'm like, I'm already thinking. She's like, how much is an Uber? And she looks. She's like, man, it's far away. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, shit, they just ain't up the street. Like, you need to realize that I just, like, when you called me, I just jumped and came and got you. And then she kept looking at other stuff. And then I you know how it is when someone wants something, they're not just saying it, you know, you can feel it. So I let it go by, and she finally was like, well, did you put me back? I was just waiting for her to ask me. I know she was waiting for me to offer. I was like, what is that? Yes, man, like, you gotta get the picture. Like, I realized what you got me. You know, there's gas in that too. You know, so shit. I did the math today because there was an accident on the highway. It took even longer because it was a stop and go traffic accident. So shit. I was on the road just in her little endeavor over an hour and a half of going there, coming back, going there, coming back type of thing. You know? First world problems. I'm not complaining. I'm the one that said I would go get her, but if I knew her car was there, she said my friend left me. I thought her friend had the car. If I knew her car was there, I might have had a different response. And I wouldn't have made her drive though, like she wasn't. But she thought she had left her, and then when I had got there is when I found out that the friend was in a hotel close by. And at that point, I saw the car. Friend was close, but I should have said, well, hey, think about tomorrow. So you should either go spend the night with your friend right here, so you can wake up and get your car, or what are you gonna do tomorrow? So I didn't do that. So I kind of sunk into the bed, the air bed, and like, well, shop it up to partially my phone. Look. We have been friends for probably a couple of years. Because I used to live in Maple Grove, and she lived in Maple Grove. We would see each other up in the bar a lot. So we became friends, but nothing's ever been serious. It's just been that way. And probably within the past couple months that we've been friends and further, I guess. But still friends. But now, now to the point where she was never coming over here. You know, now she's coming over here. So, spending the night. Last night wasn't the first night spending the night. No, it wasn't the first night spending the night. It was the first night here. So I'm not dating. I don't know if I would date. Stuff that I would not do. You know what I'm saying? But she was someone that we could be kind of, and on her end, I'm sure she probably would be, but she would on her end, this right. That's what I should have said. Figure it out. I mean, and I could have said that. I would have thought like a joke. And I exactly could have said that last night. And I asked you what you were going to do. You said we're going to figure it out. So, figure it out. But the funny part of that story is when I did pick her up, I kind of did a rolling stop through the stop sign, so I didn't stop all the way. Took a right and got pulled over. You know, with the cop car, I was waiting for someone to do that outside of the bar. And so he's like, "Oh, you know, I pulled you over." I was like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, you kind of did a rolling stop back there." And I knew I did, so I was like, "Oh," I didn't even argue with him. And he's like, "You come from the bar." He's like, "You had anything to drink?" And I was like, "Nah." I said, "I just picked her up." So she's the one that's drunk. She's like, "Yep." He came to get me. And then he's like, "I like your license plate, by the way. It made me laugh." I was like, "Thanks, man." He goes, "You must have had it for a while. Otherwise, they'd been taken by now." I was like, "Yeah, I kind of got it, you know, right when I got the car." When I told him, I was like, "I'm thinking about changing to Paw Hunter." And he said, "It's my clothing line." And he's like, "What's the Paw Hunter?" And I was like, "A fat ass white girl." He started laughing. and he takes my license. He looked at my insurance, which was expired back in March. He goes, "Oh, just so you know, this is will expired." I looked, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "That looks good." And takes my license, runs my license, he comes back, and then he gives my license and nothing. He didn't give me a test or nothing. And I was like, "You got a wife?" I said, how big are you? What kind of shirt you wear?" He goes, "Probably extra large." He laughed, and I was like, "You got a wife?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, she probably wouldn't let you wear the shirts, but I had a sticker on me." I go, "So I'll give you the sticker instead." And he looked at the sticker and he started cracking up. He's like, "Thanks, man." And then I gave him a fist bump, and I drove off. So now there's a policeman out there with the Pog Hunter stickers, which I think is pretty cool. So if I didn't go pick her up, that wouldn't have happened. There'd be no policeman with a Pog Hunter sticker saying, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that would work." Right? Exactly. And see, what I should have taken that shirt. I would have gave it to you. And I did think about it. I thought about giving it to him and just say, "Give it to a friend if you want." But it was in the back seat. Yada 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 yada. So I was like, "Here, just take this thing." Exactly. and then his and then his camera was accidentally off. uh oh, it's almost 4. I think we're supposed to hold on. Alexa, it's supposed to rain today? Yeah, it's supposed to rain a little bit. A bit cloudy here. Maybe we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. I think they said pretty much all day. Or close to it or something like that. Monday, I think. I was gonna say, but it's definitely shittier weather here. Okay. Sounds like y'all supposed to get uh, our rain then. 'Cause it was nice as hell here yesterday. And these past couple days, it was nice as hell here. Mm, 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 yeah. No, I'm done. I've already. Well, I've already requested Monday off just because the party's on Saturday. We're gonna be kicking it at least until Sunday 3 3 a.m., 4 a.m. like last time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get trying. Sunday gonna be tired all day. I ain't trying to go to work on Monday. So I already requested Monday off. Right. But still, that's a different hangout. It's going to be a completely different hangout when it's a party versus sitting on Henry's couch and talking with just her. Yeah. So I get that. Yeah. Right. I mean, I'm sure here. I mean, now for the party, you're going to be staying over at Al's because Amelia's going to be here. Um, and I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, Amelia's coming, so she's going to take the room here, at least for that. And then after that, like if you stayed longer, I wouldn't care. She's going to leave Sunday. I imagine. I don't know. So I don't know for sure. She might try to stay Monday too. But yeah, if she's not in there, you're good. And hell, I mean, even if I'm at work, I don't care if you're here. And I don't trust you in the house. Right, right. Yeah, it's okay with me. I'm here doing the same old. Like I said, I don't care if you're here. Even if you were like, Dave, I know you're at work, but I still need to leave. I could close the garage door. And, you leave to the garage door and I can close it. Type of thing. So you wouldn't be stuck. yeah, it makes sense because before you know it, shit is here. Like, oh shit, it's here. His wife's been working with it. I was actually thinking about going. I thought today was going to be nice. I was going to do some rollerblading today around the neighborhood. Well, she definitely, what she said, thank you. Came at her food. No, she's a talker. She's like a guest at the bar. And that is one thing that I will not get in a relationship with. So that's why I'm like, no, 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 we're friends. Because there is plenty of times that I just fade the fuck out. No, she does not. You know how I feel about things. It's not if that's not a necessity, but you know how I feel about it. So, but she obviously doesn't care what I do. That's why she is getting out. And that's one thing, like Rochelle. Rochelle didn't smoke weed, and she didn't care that I did. She never asked me to stop her. But she'd come in there, and like, yeah, it stinks in here. I don't need to hear that shit. You know, a weed smoker would be like, it smells good. You know, it's the difference. And I admit, sometimes the shit, like stale weed, where after you smoke it, it's hanging around in the air, it does stink. I understand. I agree. Sometimes I walk in, good. I usually try to keep myself a nice little air freshener. Find a couple of Menards. There's like the little gels. Chips out the cup kind of shit. The gels slowly evaporates, one of those. Oh, nice. Yeah, they work. They smell good. They work. There's times where I come home, that's what I smell. Have you decided on your, I know you were talking about your wall, not your accent wall, but one wall, decided to mark? No, what did he say? Okay. That's nice. I was gonna say I wouldn't do it with white. I would either do that with teal, or because those look like you could paint them as well if you want to go color in the bricks. Colors splatter here and there, however you want to have a little splash. Yeah, pressure, yeah. That shit done. I was trying to say, but you gotta get that shit done, though. I've always liked that teal. So I've always been a fan of that. Purple, yellow. Teal goes with it. That would be perfect for Zen if you do that teal. trying to set up your hot tub by a certain time, or is it fall? Oh, shit. Okay. Now, are you talking about the concrete around the garage, or around the back type of thing, or the front? You talking about the driveway? So I think you showed it before, right? Mhm. Yes. Yeah, I would. Yeah. I mean, makes sense to do and bring all the rest of the way out and getting fucked up. uh, did, did Hayden or did they get their fat suits? As Jamie calls them. Did Hayden get his yet? Excited for Hayden. Did he do it last year, or was this his first one? I bet. As tall last time I saw him. Calling you. Okay. Loading shortly. Yeah, training's different than people. Well, and that's another reason that I didn't really, I mean, just the gas got me. But I was like, today's just a lazy day. I was just in this thing. I had, like, these last couple weekends I've been running busy. It's not my best thing. I'm not this weekend. Crap! So I crashed in the wall. So I living that life, lazy day life. Feels good. Feels good to do every so often. Jamie should see what this is like sometime. So that's a plus of his busyness. So is he done for the rest of the day then? Out of the garage? Is Bob still there? Oh, okay. Well, you want to get off the phone so you can beat your hands? Good to watch, play me look. $7:30. It's 5:30 now. I got Al and I a cherry pie for dessert. She got cherry pie. I got us a cherry pie for dessert, and some blueberry cheesecake ice cream to go along with that, and some Cool Whip to top it off. You, yes, ma'am. But I think it's 5:30. I have to plan my dinner because I want to eat and try to be hungry enough for a good slice of pie. And I got to plan the pie and try to be ready around halftime. Maybe a little. It's got to have to settle too, so maybe it should be done around like the second quarter. So the pie should be done. All right. That's all that's left. We'll do one more race. I got somebody watching me on YouTube. What up? We're gonna do one more race. And we out. Okay. Where shall we go, Cindy? I have 112 miles in so far, and I did them all so far while talking to you. So just so you know, driven 112 miles. You know, it's one of those. It has a lot of little tracks that you can look at. So right now I'm in the Europe and the Middle East. Since this is my last race, you know what? Let's do the Deep Forest. Deep Forest will be the last race because it's not super long. It's 2.64 miles times 3. There you go. Then we'll get done and we'll stop. It's not hard, but it's a different race. You can't hear the car going. So I can't hear the engine. And that's what you want to hear is hear the engines. Well, I'm already started, so at this point, it's good, but I have to just finish it all up. Sorry. You got no one on shit though. See, if you got on YouTube and watch, you'll see. I still need to rate the Cade, man. These guys that are stuff here, you better rate. I bet you he's probably somewhat good by this point. Right? For a while. Well, 8 play. Not everyone played. Really went for it. Yeah, on my steering wheel, there's a bright blue light that comes on. So that kind of helps me. But I'll tell you one thing. Ah, fuck me. See, and when you hit these corners, you're supposed to know what to do for the corner, you know? And that I can't do. Oh, that was my fault. Slamming the brakes. Still, look at that. My team would not be that happy with me. Hmm. Shake it, bon, bon, shake it, bon, bon, shake it, bon, bon. Give me the million. Give me the shittiest prize. See? What the hell am I doing with this? What is this? Alright, one more prize. It is. Give me the money. Alright. That's one I want. How much I get? They gave me 500,000. See, I'll take that 500,000. Put that towards something good. All right, Cindy. So in the game, we rich. We got 26,625,792. So we can pretty much go anywhere in the world we want. In the game world. In real life, we got $20, $30. So we can go to the gas station because my car is empty. All right, I'm gonna get out of here.